Hi, welcome to Part 3, College Admissions and Scholarships. In this segment, I'd like to highlight a few items for both applying to college and potential scholarships. So overall, what's considered? Your GPA, an essay or personal statement, and then your standardized test score, the SAT. So your GPA, your cumulative grade point average, is a reflection of the grades you've earned all throughout high school. That is critical. An essay or personal statement has become more critical in this era of test optional. Oftentimes it'll be a certain question that you're going to respond to, or they might ask you to outline your career path or future goals, things of that nature. And that's really just to get a more holistic view of you as an applicant. And then the SAT. So basically, for the seniors this year, all Illinois state schools went test optional, meaning you do not have to submit a test score to apply. The reason for this was the pandemic and trying not to punish students for a lack of available test dates, test centers closing, and things of that nature during the pandemic. So it hasn't really been said what schools are going to be doing for the class of 2023. I did inquire with a couple of schools, and it appears as of right now their stance is going to be that admission criteria stays the same, meaning test optional will remain in place. So what does that mean for you? I think basically the most important thing, or the soonest decision you're going to have to make, is when you take the SAT, should you put down colleges to send your scores to? And I think the answer to that is no. You can't make the decision about how to handle test optional without knowing what your score is. So the recommendation for the class of 2022 was that if your score isn't in the upper 50% range, of applicants or of admitted students for the university you're looking at, or if you feel that it doesn't reflect your academic ability completely, then it was advisable to not use it. But you have to keep in mind that if you don't apply with an SAT score, then other components of your admission packet become more critical. So really the long and short of it is it's a very individualized decision that has to be looked at based on the factors that you're dealing with. And there'll be more to come in that in the fall when we meet senior year and talk about what we do know instead of hypothetical situations at this point. So just keep in mind, you want to be looking at the schools you're interested in. You want to be looking at their admission criteria, deadlines, application fees, things of that nature, so that you have all the information you need to be ready to apply starting your senior year. Now, in regards to scholarships, I want to show you something on the SCHS webpage. Under Student Services, we keep a page that I update live as scholarship opportunities come to me. You can feel free to take a look at this and read it over, because we pretty much consistently offer the same local scholarships. And you'll see the scholarship name, general information, deadline, amount, criteria, and then a link to the application or website to fill out the application. And if you look over this and take the time to read it, you'll see that there are scholarships for particular areas of study, for financial need, for academic achievement, all sorts of different things. So it is definitely worth your time if you're a college-bound student to keep up with this and to kind of stay in tune to what is out there and what's offered. You'll see that March is a big scholarship deadline, so in looking at your senior year and planning for your senior year, just keep that in the back of your mind. I always try to have as much on here as I can leading up to our winter break so that students can get started on this if they want to. And so the other place that you would want to look at scholarship information would be the particular school you're interested in and on their website. So you can do a quick search of scholarships, and it will take you to their page that outlines different offerings they have. So for example, this is SIUE. I just quickly searched scholarships. It brings up some information for you. Their Cougar Prize Scholarship is a popular one. You click on it. It tells you that to be considered for this, all you have to do is apply. It isn't a separate application for this particular award, and that admitted freshmen with a 3.0 or higher GPA will be considered, and then it tells you how much you would save based on that GPA. So there's a wealth of information out there that you can start investigating and looking into once you kind of have your school options narrowed down. Which leads me to my final slide, and this would be kind of a to-do list or things that we want you to keep in mind coming into your senior year. We would like you to have it narrowed down to a list of 3 to 5 potential schools that you're interested in. Be content with that SAT score that you're going to take in March. If you're not content with it, making arrangements to either retest or take the ACT. Take a few visits, go explore some college campuses, get an idea of what you're looking for. I also recommend to start a resume, list of accomplishments. Sometimes this is difficult for students to recall everything that they've done and been involved in. And then also get started on identifying teachers and or coaches, professionals that you intend to ask for letters of recommendation, because that will become important, especially in the scholarship application process. Thank you.